And thank you for joining us today. I'm Aisha DeBerry, the Access and Opportunity Officer for Gwinnett County. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the county's inaugural Jimmy Carter Day here at Best Friend Park. As we gather to recognize President Jimmy Carter's enduring legacy, please join me in a round of applause. Again, thank you for coming this morning for this special occasion. But before we get started, I would like to lead us in a moment of silence for Deputy Tamara Bartlett. Thank you. She passed away this past weekend, and we'd like to pause in respect of her memory. President Carter has meant so much to the county, to the state, and the nation for many years. And as we gather this morning off the boulevard named in his honor, I'm so excited for the unique ways we plan on acknowledging his legacy today. First, the reason we decided to gather at Best Friend Park is to experience a mural unveiling, which will stand as a lasting symbol of President Carter's values. Then we will pay homage to some very talented students from the Norcross and Meadow Creek clusters of Gwinnett County Public Schools. The celebration continues, as you'll see some dressed throughout the day, including opportunities for service and public displays inspired by his life's work. But I'm excited to start by hearing from the incredible group of speakers we have this morning, who will share more about what this day means for Gwinnett. First, I'd like to call our elected officials, dignitaries, and special guests. From the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners, we have Chairwoman Nicole Hendrickson, District 2 Commissioner Ben Koo, and District 3 Commissioner Jasper Watkins III. They'll share a few words with us as part of the program this morning. Do we have any representatives from the County Administrator's Office? If you could raise your hand. I'd also like to recognize the department and division directors from Gwinnett County's administrative offices, in addition to leadership from county elected official and constitutional offices who are here today. If you'll raise your hand for us, please. I'd also like to recognize any federal, state, and local elected officials who have joined us today, including Gwinnett County Clerk of Court, Tiana Gardner, Tax Commissioner Denise Mitchell, Gwinnett County Sheriff Kibo Taylor, and Solicitor General Lisa Marie Bristol, as well as Gwinnett County District Attorney Patsy Austin Gatson. Also joining us today, we also have Gateway 85 Community Improvement District Executive Director Robert Michener. Just so you all know, the Gateway 85 CID's investment in placemaking art helped lead the special mural project in President Carter's honor that we will be the first to see today. And a special shout out to Linnea Castro for her incredible vision, which we'll see later on today. We can do a round of applause for that. I'd also like to recognize Gwinnett County Public Schools Interim Superintendent, Dr. Al Taylor. Just so you know, Gwinnett County Public Schools hosted an Inspiring Carter Legacy Art and Essay Contest in honor of today's ceremony. And lastly, thank you to Gwinnett Habitat for Humanity Executive Director Eric Miller and your entire service team for leading an incredible community build today. This opportunity for residents and county leaders to participate in these type of service opportunities exemplifies everything Jimmy Carter stood for. Thank you all for being here today, and thanks for your hard work bringing this project to life. We'll begin today's ceremony with a special video tribute.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
President Jimmy Carter dedicated his life to peace, service, and community.
We must adjust to changing times and still hold to unchanging principles.
From the White House to the building site, his legacy has touched lives around the world, and right here in Gwinnett County. Today and every day, we honor his legacy through student creativity, service to others, and a commitment to unity. Today, in Gwinnett, we honor President Jimmy Carter.
Now, after that touching tribute, I'm honored to invite Chairwoman Nicole Hendrickson to the podium to kick off this morning's event and recognize President Carter's legacy of service.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Give a hand for Aisha, our amazing MC. And before I begin with my remarks, I do want to recognize that we do have a state representative in the House, Dr. Arlene Beckles. If you can please stand and recognize, because we are in her district. And we're so thankful that you took the time to join us today. Thank you very much. It's an honor to stand here today with so many respected dignitaries, community leaders, and friends to celebrate Gwinnett County's first Jimmy Carter Day celebration. And to our special guests from Gwinnett County Public Schools, Gateway 85 Community Improvement District, and Gwinnett Habitat for Humanity, thank you. Thank you for your partnership to make this event happen. And to the Norcross and Meadow Creek students who contributed their incredible art and talent and essays to this event, I applaud you for showing us that President Carter's legacy is in good hands. We're here to celebrate a man who means so much to our state and to the world, a man who dedicated his life to service. For me, that's a legacy that hits home. My own dedication to community service and my passion for this role as chairwoman are deeply inspired by the very principles President Carter molded. He taught us that true leadership is about staying connected to the people you serve beyond politics, beyond geographic boundaries. He dedicated his life to fighting for human rights, resolving conflicts, and eradicating diseases. His belief that every person deserves dignity, health care, and opportunity mirrors what we strive for right here in Gwinnett. Humility and genuine care for others were at the core of everything he did, from the White House to the work he continued for decades after, right back to Plains, Georgia. He showed us that real strength comes from listening and putting our principles above politics, and those values guide our county's leadership too. President Carter's service through Habitat for Humanity and the Carter Center was a good reminder that you don't stop serving just because your time in office is over. At 95, he was still swinging a hammer, building homes for families who needed them, and he knew that you keep building, you keep teaching, and you keep working for the better of our world. And that's the kind of leadership we should all aspire to. And it's a powerful lesson for us here in Gwinnett. After today's event, I'm headed to a county-sponsored Habitat bill. That's why I'm dressed in jeans, and you'll see many of our elected officials ready to swing a hammer today. This will take place in Lilburn to both honor President Carter and to continue uplifting our county. Because rolling up our sleeves and doing what we can, where we can, is what makes a strong and resilient community. And here in Gwinnett, we see Jimmy Carter's values reflected in our own commitment to inclusive growth, to ensuring every resident has access to opportunity, and to building bridges through our differences. Like President Carter, I believe that good governance means staying close to our people, listening to your concerns, and never forgetting that we can work together. Thank you for being here and continuing to keep the legacy of this influential leader alive. And with that, I'll turn it over to my colleague, District 2 Commissioner Ben Koo.
Thank you, Chairwoman, and good morning, everyone. It's a special day for Gwinnett County, and I'm honored to be here at Best Friend Park, right on the boulevard named after President Jimmy Carter, to honor his legacy. As a community, we're committed to making sure this area, which bears his name, lives up to the values he championed. That's why the work we're doing here is so important. Gwinnett County, in partnership with Gateway 85 CID, has spearheaded the Jimmy Carter Boulevard Small Area Master Plan to ensure that this corridor reflects the area's rich diversity and addresses its challenges. This plan is our roadmap for the future, focusing on infrastructure, placemaking, and redevelopment. We're working to improve mobility, create safe and accessible public spaces, and foster a more vibrant and connected community. This work is about building a better Gwinnett, and one that aligns with President Carter's vision for a just and inclusive society. Just as President Carter worked to improve the lives of people around the world, we're working right here at home to make tangible improvements for our residents. We want this area to be a source of pride, a place where people can truly thrive, and a physical representation of the service and dedication he so famously embodied. I am committed to continuing to shape the vision that will help make District 2 a place where residents can live, work, and ultimately thrive. Now I'll turn it over to District 3 Commissioner Jasper Watkins.
Thank you, Commissioner Koo. Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be part of today's celebration. As a veteran, the concept of service has always been central to my life, and no one personifies that idea better than President Jimmy Carter. He was a Naval Academy graduate, a submariner, and a man who understood from the earliest days what it meant to serve his country. He brought the same sense of duty and honor to every role he held as governor, as president, and as citizen. He approached every challenge with discipline and integrity. And President Carter reminded us that service doesn't need to be a uniform or a term of office. Service is a lifelong commitment and something bigger than yourself. And I know that firsthand because when he was in office, I attended Florida A&M, and it was one of his programs that had us in pharmacy school go out to a little area in Tallahassee, Florida called Frenchtown, and had us do a lot of service work before Habitat Humanity got around of just doing health type issues with that. So we praised him for that. He showed the world that leaders' worth isn't just measured by political victories, but by the lives they touch and the positive changes they create. It's also important to remember the incredible support system behind him. His wife, Rosalind, was an equal partner in service, championing mental health awareness and caregiving along before they were even national priorities. Together, they demonstrated that our family plays a major role in success by serving alongside multiplying the impact of our work. As we honor President Carter, we also honor his family and their service to our communities. Their example shows us that the true leadership extends far beyond any single office or title. It's about using whatever platform you have to lift others up. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Chairwoman Hendrickson.
Thank you, Commissioner Koo and Commissioner Watkins, for your leadership and your support, and for everything that you do for this community. All right. So now I have the pleasure of reading a proclamation in honor of Jimmy Carter Day. Whereas James Earl Carter Jr., affectionately known as Jimmy Carter, was a distinguished native son of Georgia who dedicated his extraordinary life to the service of humanity, leaving an incredible mark on our nation and the world through his unwavering commitment to peace, human rights, and democratic principles. And whereas President Carter's remarkable journey from a humble peanut farmer to the 39th President of the United States embodies the spirit of perseverance, integrity, and compassion. And whereas beyond his presidency, President Carter co-founded the Carter Center alongside his beloved wife, Rosalind, to advance peace and health worldwide, demonstrating a lifelong dedication to resolving conflicts, eradicating disease, and building hope in the most challenging corners of the globe. And whereas his post-presidency endeavors redefined the role of a former head of state, showcasing his tireless commitment to humanitarian causes, affordable housing through Habitat for Humanity, and the promotion of free and fair elections. And whereas Gwinnett County is celebrating October 1st, 2025 as the inaugural Jimmy Carter Day, a county-wide observance dedicated to reflecting upon and celebrating President Carter's exceptional contributions and inspiring us to embody his values of service, leadership, and peace. And whereas this special day will include commemorative displays and public engagement opportunities culminating in a celebration at Best Friend Park on Jimmy Carter Boulevard, a fitting location to honor his impact. Now, therefore, I, Nicole Hendrickson, on behalf of the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim October 1st, 2025 as Jimmy Carter Day in Gwinnett County. We invite all residents to join us in honoring a true American icon whose life of service continues to illuminate the path toward a better world. It is with immense pride that we present the Carter family with a key to Gwinnett County in acknowledgement of President Carter's extraordinary impact and enduring legacy. The work of a leader and the legacy they leave is always a team effort. President Carter's remarkable life of service was a powerful example of that, and his family has continued to carry that torch with such grace. And it is in that spirit of family and shared legacy that we have now something very special to share with all of you. And we wanted to find a unique way to honor his family, to recognize the Carter family and everything that they have done for Georgia and the world. And I am deeply honored to present the Carter family with the key to Gwinnett County in recognition of both the legacy of President Carter as well as his family's incredible commitment to service. And at this time, I'd like to present a special video.
Hello, my name is Josh Carter, and I'm Jimmy Carter's grandson. I want to thank Chairwoman Nicole Hendrickson and the people of Gwinnett County for this wonderful tribute to my grandfather. Our family has been deeply touched by the outpouring of love and support since his passing. And today, on his 101st birthday, I am honored that Gwinnett County is elevating the ideals that my grandfather championed his entire life: service, compassion, and community. After my grandfather's presidency, and after he was defeated for re-election, he and my grandmother founded the Carter Center to wage peace by promoting democracy and free and fair elections around the world. They fought diseases to ease human suffering in the poorest places on earth, and they built hope by elevating the needs of people suffering with mental illness. And now we elevate the voice of the family caregiver. So I want to thank the people of Gwinnett County for elevating my grandfather today with this key to the county and this touching proclamation. Because though my grandparents are gone, their work is not done, and their legacy endures. So as you look around Gwinnett County today, and as you see county buildings lit up in blue and white for peace, and you see murals promoting hope, and you experience the art and writings from students who are yearning for a better tomorrow, you too are living my grandfather's legacy. Because as he said at the closing of his Nobel Peace Prize lecture, the bond of our common humanity is stronger than the divisiveness of our fears and our prejudices. We can choose to alleviate suffering. We can choose to work together for peace. We can make these changes. We must. Thank you.
And if I may invite my colleagues up so that we can take a picture with the key. And as you can see, the Carter family already has the key, so this will be displayed at the Carter Center. Thank you.
What a beautiful tribute to such a remarkable family. Can we give another round of applause to the Carter family? You know, this spirit of community and collaboration is exactly what brings us together today. As you know, the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners has been working closely with our partners to bring this vision of a more vibrant and connected Jimmy Carter Boulevard to life. And one of the most dedicated partners in this effort has been none other than Gateway 85 Community Improvement District. Their investment and leadership has been instrumental in making today's celebration and the beautiful mural that we are going to unveil a reality. So at this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Robert Michener, Executive Director of Gateway 85 CID, to the podium.
Thank you for those kind words. As she said, my name is Robert Michener, and I am the Executive Director of the Gateway 85 Community Improvement District. For those of you who do not know what a Community Improvement District is, it is a self-taxing district made up of commercial property owners that pull their money together and go and try to hit challenges such as transportation, beautification, safety, and in today's instance, placemaking. And you just so happen to be sitting in the best CID in the state. So with that said, it's an honor to be here today as we mark something truly special, October 1st being Jimmy Carter Day here in Gwinnett County. President Carter's legacy is bigger than any one title. He showed us what servant leadership looks like by putting people first, rolling up his sleeves for neighbors in need. Jimmy Carter Boulevard runs through the heart of our CID, connecting thousands of businesses and residents in the most diverse area in the most diverse county in the Southeast. On this corridor, more than 90 languages share the same streets and the same drive to build, work, and thrive. We also have a special unveiling today, as was mentioned, the CID's first commissioned mural honoring President Carter. It's a tribute to character, service, and hope, a visible reminder that great places are built not only with roads and bridges, but with art and community pride. Today we celebrate a Georgian who lived his values, not just talked about them. And after these remarks, we will honor him in the most fitting way possible, and that's by getting to work on a small habitat build down the road in Little Bern. Thank you to our county leaders, the Gateway 85 CID Board of Directors, I know they're here, our partners, the park department's been fantastic, our neighbors, and anyone who helped make Jimmy Carter Day a reality. For those of you joining the build later this morning, let us remember that every board we raise and every nail we set is more than construction, it's community. And as the chairwoman would say, this is one Gwinnett. It's the very kind of quiet, steady progress President Carter championed his entire life. So thank you again for being here, and happy Jimmy Carter Day. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Al Taylor, Gwinnett County Public Schools Interim Superintendent.
Well, good morning. It is certainly an honor and a privilege to join you for this first ever Jimmy Carter Day. And of course, we are here to celebrate a leader whose legacy to service, compassion, and commitment to education continues to inspire us all. President Carter showed us that when we lift up others, we strengthen the entire community. And that lesson is at the heart of the work that we do every day in Gwinnett County Public Schools. President Carter's lifelong commitment to service and public education reminds us that strong schools are the foundation of strong communities. Events like Jimmy Carter Day highlight the power of partnerships, where schools, local government, and community organizations work together to benefit everyone. Today, we honor not only President Carter's legacy, but also the voices and creativity of our students, whose art and essays remind us that the future of Gwinnett and our nation rest in very, very capable hands. Communities thrive when our schools thrive. Communities are strongest when schools are strong. By working together as educators, family, government leaders, and partners, and by continuing to invest in education, we build a stronger, more hopeful tomorrow And I think that is something that we can collectively agree that is something that President Carter deeply believed in. So on behalf of the entire Gwinnett County Public Schools family and our board, I would like to thank all the Gwinnett County leaders and our partners for working alongside us to celebrate this day and to support the success of our students, which subsequently ensures the success of our entire Gwinnett County community. And with that, I will turn it over to Eric Miller. Thank you all.
Good morning. All right. It's an honor to be with you all here today. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The Habitat mission would not exist without strong partnerships, and today I would like to express our deepest gratitude to Gwinnett County, Chairwoman Hendrickson, and the entire Carter family, of course. As you know, building a home is not easy, especially these days. It's hot, it's tiring, it's expensive, and it takes every ounce of our effort. But what we're doing here is so much more than swinging a hammer or laying a piece of drywall. We are building on a legacy of service. That legacy is personified by Jimmy Carter. For decades, he and his wife Rosalind gave their time, their energy, their hearts to this cause. They didn't just lend their name to it, they rolled up their sleeves and worked alongside community volunteers just like you. They were living examples of what it means to serve with humility and purpose. Jimmy Carter understood that our faith, our humanity, calls us to action. He once said, and I think it's a powerful message for us here today, I have one life and one chance to make it count for something. My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I can, whenever I can, for as long as I can, with whatever I have, to try and make a difference. That's what we're doing here today. We are making a difference. Our what we can is the sweat on our brows and the blisters on our hands. Wherever we can, today is our burgeoning community at the Lilburn Build site. As long as we can, today is the unwavering commitment that has brought you here today and brings our community partners out again and again. By picking up a tool and working on these homes, we are not just continuing a legacy, we are becoming a part of it. We are making our one life count for something by helping build a brighter future for friends and neighbors in need. So, thank you all for being a part of this beautiful day and supporting this wonderful mission. Thank you, Jimmy Carter, and let's go to work. Thank you.
Thank you for those remarks, everyone. And if you notice, Mr. Miller is gearing you all up for the hard work you're getting ready to do. Partnerships make celebrations like this possible, and the impact carries far into the future. President Carter's legacy is a powerful source of inspiration for all of us, but especially for our next generation of leaders, as you heard from our interim superintendent. To honor his life of service and to encourage students to reflect on his impact, Gwinnett County Public Schools hosted the Carter Legacy Art and Essay Contest for students in Norcross and the Meadow Creek clusters. And you'll see behind me here many of those pieces. Our goal was to inspire students to use their creativity to show how President Carter's legacy has motivated them to create positive change in their own communities and beyond. We received so many thoughtful and creative submissions, and it was a true privilege for the judges, myself included, now I feel the pressure, to review them. We were so inspired by the talent and dedication of these young people. In honor of our 39th president, we are proud to recognize 39 winners today. And I just wanted to take a moment so you're able to take pictures and see. We were so inspired by the talent and dedication. The winning artwork from our 3 grand prize winners will be displayed at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum in Atlanta. And also, when you leave today in the lobby, you will see those 3 winners on display as well. And the other 36 honorable mentions will have their work displayed at Gwinnett locations and featured on Gwinnett County government and Gwinnett County Public Schools social media. And now, to announce the grand prize winners. Students, please stand when I call your name. First, we have Barbara Cabrera. She is a third grade student from Rockbridge Elementary School. Next, we have Brielle Bohema. She is not here today, okay. But she is a 10th grade student from Paul Duke STEM High School. And last but not least, we have Sheila Argueta Leal. She is an 11th grader from LeClure Health Science High School. Let's give them all a round of applause again. Congratulations. I'd also like to give a huge round of applause again for our 36 honorable mentions. Just again to reemphasize, those works will be displayed in various Gwinnett County locations. Your contributions truly represent the spirit of this contest. Now, before we conclude our ceremony, we have a few more tributes to President Carter's legacy. As you drive through Gwinnett over the next few days, keep an eye out for a special site. Starting at dusk tonight until October 4th, the Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center will be lit in blue and white. This display will coincide with a similar blue light installation along Jimmy Carter Boulevard, offering a beautiful symbolic way of our entire county to honor a man who dedicated his life to service. And because Jimmy Carter was an avid supporter of Habitat for Humanity, as we've heard over and over again, and a champion for affordable housing, we're excited to partner with our local Gwinnett Habitat for Humanity for a bill this afternoon. For the volunteers who have signed up, a bus will be available right outside to transport you directly from the park to the bill site at the front of the park. Good luck. But before you go, we're excited to unveil the mural that will stand here as a lasting tribute to President Carter's values and vision. I'd like to invite Chairwoman Hendrickson, Robert Michener, and all of the other speakers and county leaders to lead the way to the park entrance. Following them, please everyone else, our special guests, students, and partners, join us as we gather to unveil the mural together. Thank you all, our speakers, special guests, dignitaries, and students for making this truly a memorial event. Enjoy the rest of your Jimmy Carter Day. Take care.